Hello and welcome back to another Python tutorial. Today we are going to learn about nested list in Python. So let's get started. So what is nested list? Nested lists are lists inside another list in Python. They are very useful to create multi-dimensional data representations like matrices, tables, and so on. And the syntax for nested list is like this. Now let's learn more about nested list with various examples. First of all, let's create how to create nested list. So we can write creating nested list. Let's create simple list first. So I can write simple list. So I'm creating list 1 equals to, and then I can give like 2 4 6, and another list like 8 10 12. I can add another also like 14 15, 16 and 18, and I close this list. So this is simple list. Now let's run it and we can print this list 1. We have created this simple nested list. Now let's create the nested list with different data types. So 2 is with different data types. So list 2 equals, I will give some strings like ram and then some integer 20 and another Harry $16. Close the list. I can give another also like Jack, and then I will give integer value like 40. Let's run this and I will print list 2. See, we have created the nested list with various data types, that is string and integer data type. Similarly, we can create nested list with various length of the inner list. So for that I will write with different lengths of inner list, and I'll give list 3, and then I will write here, let's say 1 2, and then I can give like 3 4 5. So this the length of these two inner lists are different, and I can also give like 6 7 8 and 9. Let's print here list 3 and we'll run this. Now let's create our complex nested list. Complex nested list. I will take list 4 and then I'll give 1 A, and then I will take another inner list B, and then C, and another inner list. I will write some name to it, Bob, and then 34. Close this list, closed another list, and I will keep G H and close the list. Now let's print list 4. I'll run this. Yes, So this is an example of complex nested list. Now let's go and see how to access elements of nested lists. How to access elements in nested list? We can access elements of nested list using multiple indices. And the syntax is like this. As shown in this diagram, our original list is this nested list, and the index 2, it represents to another sublist, and again this sublist again represent to the another list. That's why this is how we can represent different inner list within the list. Now let's practice this in code. Accessing elements in nested lists. Now we can take our example of the complex nested list. So I will create the list name nested list, and then I'll create one A, and then I will write here B, comma, and then C, comma, and the inner list Bob, and then 34, close this list, close the another list, and then G and H, and I will close the list. So we have here the complex nested list. Now we want to access each elements from this list. So to access this one, I have to print and then nested list, and I will provide the index value, that is 0, and then close the bracket. The index values goes like this, that is this is 0 1, and this inner index is 2, and then 3 and 4, and inside the inner index we again initialize the indexes like 0 1 and 2, and inside this also we'll write 0 1 the values. So if we print this, I'll get the 1. But if I want to get the this let's say this one, then I have to provide 2. Let's see, print nested list, and then if I give 2, and let's run this, so I'm getting this list, this one. So if I have to get this Bob and 34, then at that time I have to write like print nested list, and then I will give 2, that is first 0 1 and 2, this one, and inside 2 I again have to give 0 1 and 2, that's why 2 2, and close the bracket. Let's see, look, I get this Bob and 34. Now if I have to access this 34, then I have to give like print and then nested list, and then 2 2 and then 1, and close the bracket, because it's a 0 1 to this list, and inside this 0 1 to this list, and 0 1. Let's run and see, look, I get this 34. So in this way we can access the elements of nested list in Python. Now let's go and see how to add elements to the nested list. Has add elements to nested list. So in order to add elements to the nested list, we can follow the same list operations like our regular list operations. That means we can add elements using append, extend, and insert methods. So let's practice these different methods. Hash using append method We can use append method to add a new element to the end of the nested list. So if we take a nested list like nested underscore list, and then I will write a, and then I will give inner list like b and c, and close this list, and then I will give t. So if I have to append in this new element in this list, then I will write nested list, and then I'll give the index, and then append and the value which I want to append, let's say x, and then let's print this nested list. Let's run this. So in this way we have append the new element x at the position of index 1. Now let's use the extend method to add element. Using extend method. So this method actually allows to merge one list to another list. So let's use the same example of this, like copy and paste, and if I write here nested underscore list, and then 1 and dot extend, let's give one list 4 5 and 6, and then close this, and let's print nested list. Let's see. So yeah, we have extended this inner list by adding the new element 4 5 and 6. Similarly, we can see how to add element using insert method. So this method allows to insert element at a specific position within the nested list. So I'll copy this one, and then I will use insert method list, and then I will give the position, that is, and dot insert, and then 1, and let's say f, and close the bracket. If I print, if I print this nested underscore list, then let's run this. Oh, I think I have forgotten there. That's why there was error. Unmatched. I don't need this one. Okay, this is the output, and we have inserted f at the index 1 of this inner list. Now we are going to learn how to remove elements in nested list. So hash removing elements in nested list. There are different ways of removing elements in the nested list, that is by using pop method, or either by using remove method, or by delete method. So let's learn each of them with its proper example. First, let's see by using the pop method. So in this method, if we know the index of the element, then we can use this method. So let me create the list first, nest list, and then I will give like 2 3 and then 4. Yeah, list and then pop equals to, here I have created one variable to store the popped element, list, and then I'll give the index 1 dot pop, and then I'll give here, let's say 2, and if I print like this nest underscore list, or similarly I can print this popped item, that is list underscore pop. Now let me run this. So after popping is this nest list, we have removed the what is here, 2, because 0 1 represent this inner list, and then 2 is 0 1 and 2, so we have removed the 4 here, so popped item is 4. Now let's use by using the remove method. So this method is used when we don't have any idea of the index of the element, but we know the value we want to remove. So by using remove method, let's copy this one and then paste. Now I will write nest underscore list, and I'll give this one dot remove, but I want to remove here like this 3, then I can give this 3 value and print and nest underscore list. Let's run this. So I have removed 3. As I said earlier, if we do not know the index of the value, but we know the value to be removed, at that time we use this remove method. Another is by using the delete method. So using delete method, we can delete element by index, and this method is used where we do not need the removed value. So we can take the same list here and let me delete nest underscore list, and I will delete 1 and then 1. That means 0 1 and then 0 1. So if I print nest list, then I have this 3 is removed because 0 1 and the inner list we have 0 1, so 3 is removed. Now we are going to learn how to modify elements in nested list. So modifying elements in nested list. In fact, we can modify elements in nested list by mentioning the indices of the element that we want to change. So if I say list 1 equals to 1 and then 2 and 3 and then 4, so if I want to modify the position of the 1 1, then I will give the value like this. That means that is the 0 1, and in this inner list, in place of 3 I want to substitute 5. Print this list 1 and see. So yeah, in place of 3 I have modified to 5. Okay, today we have learned all the fundamentals of nested list, like how to create nested list, how to modify it, how to add and delete elements from the nested list. I hope I am able to explain clearly about all of them. That's all for today. I will come with another list tutorial in upcoming video. Until then, go and watch other videos in my channel. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. See you in the next episode.